Hi guys, it's Andy from Mile 27 here. Today we're going to be looking at how to take your calf through a three-dimensional dynamic stretch. Now typically calf stretches are done leaning against a wall, either with a straight leg or the bent leg, or if you've got a step handy you may kind of step off, drop your heel up the edge of the step and lower it down to get a nice static stretch of the calf muscle. But as you will have known from previous blogs of mine, that static stretching is probably a fairly ineffective way to increase your flexibility and certainly to warm up and improve performance in a particular muscle or joint. So we're going to be looking at how to do a dynamic stretch. Now it's pretty simple. All you need to do is stand on one foot and take the other leg and reach around to various points to get a different stretch of the calf muscle. So remember, in three-dimensional stretching we need to take it forwards and backwards, we need to take it side to side, and we need to take it round left and right. So the easy way to do that, we stand on a left leg, we're going to take a right leg to an 11 o'clock position, then a 12 o'clock position, a 1 o'clock position, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and maybe even at 5 o'clock if you can get there. Okay. Now a couple of things to watch for, particularly when you're spinning around at 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock. 3 o'clock you can do sideways like that, but as you go to 4 o'clock the idea is to try and open your legs up so you're actually pointing towards 4 o'clock and then 5 o'clock rather than just going like that, because that's not going to put any stretch on the calf muscles. So I'll go through again. We go 11 o'clock, maybe even 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 and 5. Now I'll show you this from a side-on position so you can see how we effectively get the stretch. So remember, to get a calf stretch we need to take the ankle through what we call dorsiflexion, and it's simply the action of taking the lower leg closer to the foot. So we can do that as a dorsiflexed ankle. So the more dorsiflexion we can get, the more calf stretch we're going to get. So I'll show you how it looks from side on so you can see how the various different angles all stimulate dorsiflexion in the joint, but also get some rotation and sideways movement as well. So when we go straight ahead, you can see my knee going forward. When I go sideways, my knee also travelling forward, and when I spin around backwards, my knee is also coming forward. So all three of those will get dorsiflexion and combine that dorsiflexion with the rotational aspect and with the side-to-side movement that's so important when we walk and run. Now these exercises are best done with bare feet rather than shoes, because with shoes, particularly with normal running shoes, you'll have your heel will be up higher than your front of your foot, so you're going to decrease the amount of stretch you can get anyway. If you've got zero drop shoes, which is where the heel is at the same height as the front of the foot, well that's fine, but ideally barefoot is the best way to do it. Now I usually do kind of 3 or 4 or 5 in each direction, move my way around. I'll do that before I go for a run. I'll do that usually once or twice a day just as a stretch that I go through to try and keep good flexibility in my calves. So that's how we dynamically stretch our calf muscles, particularly the soleus muscle, which is the deeper and more internal of the two calf muscles. Hopefully in some other blog I'll take you through how to do the gastroc muscle, which is the one higher up and sits on the outside of the calf complex. In the meantime, if you'd like that article, feel free to pop across to the blog at www.mile27.com.au/blog, and there's plenty of other articles on stretching, strength training, running, health and fitness in general that hopefully you'll find interesting.